Oh, it's awesome. I mean, we've been grinding all summer, hitting all those PRPs. So, yeah, being able to hit the O-line a little bit more, see Cage over there. But like running those shadow tempos, kind of get sick of it. Coach D designs it that way, so we're ready to go and hit first day of camp.
I'm not sure I saw any takeaways, but how do you think the defense did day one?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit harder to gauge considering we're still in a slower tempo. I think we definitely have a lot of gaps that we need to fill and jumps we need to take this camp. And that's fine, just like any camp. And so I usually always talk about day one being high effort and high intensity. We'll always come back in here and clean stuff up. That can be coached, but you can't really coach effort and kind of like pursuit to the ball.
You guys did 11 on 11, I saw on both sides of the field. Is that new, and do you think that's going to save a lot of time with most people, with everybody getting more reps?
Yeah, we started doing that a little bit last fall camp, especially with 7-on-7, so we'd split the field. Yeah, definitely get more guys, more reps, get that experience, that development. Also a good thing for conditioning too for us. You get more, like I get more reps getting in there, hopping in there. So I think we stopped doing it like maybe halfway through camp. Don't really remember. Whatever Coach D says, we're ready to go. But yeah, I like it just because I feel like I can get some more of that like one-on-one attention from the coaches. So yeah, it's definitely a conditioning aspect to it too.
How excited were you to get to the facility today?
Oh, I mean, I heard Mad Dog talking about it, but yeah, I mean, it's always like first day jitters, first day of school. You got your little outfit lined up, like on your bed, ready to go. Similar kind of feeling. It's always ready to go. I think the true test of this team and the defense will just be like how excited and how much energy we can bring come day 9, day 10, 11, 12. So stacking those days up until USF and being as consistent as possible with that.
What's it mean to you that your teammates, consider you enough a leader, respect you enough to name you captain?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the biggest goals I set for myself since stepping foot on campus here, and it's really is just a blessing to have that kind of recognition with the guys. There's been a long line of super great leaders on this team, and so building those connections with them and learning from them helps a lot. And then yeah, just building those relationships with the guys. And I mean, having that title is amazing, and I'm super blessed, but it doesn't really change anything either. We still got a lot of guys that are huge leaders on our team. And so stepping up, still having those same relationships, bringing the same energy, leading the way that I need to lead, and making sure that doesn't really change the way I interact with guys.
Marco, for you, your journey here has been anything but a straightforward path, right? But to be standing here as a team captain, as voted on by your teammates, preseason all-conference player, what's your takeaway from your first few years? What have you learned of what it takes to be a successful football player in college, specifically, I guess, at a school like Boise State for that matter?
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of people. I know Coach D, a lot of the leaders, a lot of teammates just never really gave up on me. And so being able to have that support and people pouring into me, I couldn't be more thankful. And just being around this program, I could just talk more and more about it. But it's just such a blessing to have that kind of support. And yeah, I think I am proud of myself for how far I've come, and really digging into that and digging into the relationships and building those relationships on the team. Yesterday it took me a little bit to sink in. It's probably going to take a little bit more for me to sink in too. But yeah, it definitely does make me emotional just thinking about where I was at a couple years ago with my injuries, and to have the platform now as a leader, and the connections I have on the team, and just being healthy in this camp is just such a blessing. And it's definitely added a whole another perspective to the way I approach practices and games for sure.
What's it like having Jake back in that linebacker group with you?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love Jake. We get along really well. He brings like a great kind of mess around little vibe in the linebacker room, which you definitely need, and guys rally around him. So he's great to have out there. I have a lot of confidence in him. Like, I know he knows what he's doing. I can trust that he's going to fit the things correctly, and I can play off of him. And he's a leader in his own regard. He always does everything right. He always plays hard. He can always point to the film, and he's making plays. So I love being next to him out in the field, and I love being next to a lot of the guys in the linebacker room. We'll definitely need a lot of guys to step up this camp as well.
Going off that, I guess who else in the linebacker room has impressed you so far?
I think Chase has taken big steps this summer and in the spring. Clay Martineau as well. I like where Bo's at too, coming off of being a DB and really buying into gaining weight. That's not easy. And so, yeah, I think we have a lot of guys in that room that are willing to do what it takes for the team. And not a lot of people can say that really. You can throw those guys at any position. They won't complain. They'll just do what's best for a team, which is an honor to be around a group like that. And so, yeah, I mean, a lot of guys need to step up. We need to build that depth throughout the board on defense and on offense. And so that's what camp's all about, really hitting the pressure points of guys, myself included. I got a lot to grow in my football area, like my football game. So, yeah, I'm excited to just learn and get better with the same guys.
Let's just go off that real quick. Where do you want to improve this camp and even going through the football season? What are you looking to improve?
Yeah, I think my biggest aspect of my game that I want to improve is my open field tackling. Kind of having that body control, just getting guys on the ground, having that trust in my teammates that I can take my shot and they'll cover for me. I think that was my biggest area of weakness last season, and I think I can always improve on my pass rush, pressuring the quarterback and my pass coverage. So we've done a lot of extra work over the summer as linebackers to hit that, because kind of some similarities across the board when it comes to those kind of weaknesses. So really, really focusing on that in this fall camp. And yeah, I'm just excited to just keep taking steps in that regard, and then as well as just understanding the defense as a whole in my football IQ.
Spencer talked a little bit about Braxton and kind of having to earn that trust back after, entering the transfer portal, coming back. What have you seen from him this summer, and what was kind of his first conversation with the team like?
Yeah, I mean, he just owned up to like how everything went with him and his experience, where his head was at, and how grateful he was to be back in the facility. It takes a lot for somebody to do that, just admit just making a mistake, and we're more than welcome to welcome Braxton back. And so building that trust, I think, was easy for him just because of who he is and how he works. Definitely took him a little bit to have those conversations with guys, like rebuild on those connections, because trust was lost a little bit. But it really didn't take him long. He works super hard. You know what you're going to get out of him. And yeah, he's a great personality to have in the locker room.
Coach D said I'm assuming somebody else did it, but updated the goal for you guys in the team room. I don't know, did you? But when did you see that, and what was your take on that?
I can't remember when I saw it. I did like walk down from a meeting. I saw it. I kind of just laughed because I was just like, that should have been there the whole time. But yeah, I think I kind of just assumed that was like bowl game, college football playoff game. That's how I took it. That's how the team last year took it. And so having that same mentality and actually having it up there for some of the newer guys, just to know that that's the goal and that's the standard that we're going to hit this year.
Coach D said he didn't like really even maybe inform you guys or tell you guys about it or anything like that. Was there any explanation on that change in the goal or anything? Or
No, he thought he was going to be a little sneaky about it and thought we wouldn't notice. But no, there was no explanation behind it. I think just kind of just putting it like on paper that it's there, but there's just an understanding throughout the facility that that's been the case for a long time now.